Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to look at the universe, but not through the lens of a telescope or an ancient text. Instead, let's put on our system architect hats. We're going to break down the entire cosmos as if it's the ultimate information processing system. Yeah, you heard that right.
So let's just chew on this for a second. What if the universe isn't just out there? What if it's a massive, self-optimizing computer? And get this, what if your consciousness, your very awareness, is the user interface? That's the rabbit hole we're diving down today. This idea changes everything about our place in the cosmos.
All right, section 1, the cosmic main server. Okay, so like with any piece of tech, the first thing you have to ask is, where's the server? What's the core architecture running this whole show? Let's find the cosmic main server. Now, you might have heard of something called the Akashic Record, right? It sounds kind of mystical. But let's ditch the old school thinking. I want you to think of it as the Akashic Cloud. This isn't some ancient scroll. It's an 11-dimensional super cloud server. I mean, we're talking about a database that holds the complete history of, well, everything. Every thought, every action, every event, not just in our reality, but across all parallel realities. It's like the ultimate cloud storage. And here's the kicker. This is absolutely key. This cloud isn't just a backup drive, some read-only archive of the past. No way. It's an active, writable memory card for the entire universe. It's logging everything in real time. We're talking every single thing. The flutter of a butterfly's wings, a star-going supernova, it's all being written to the disk every single moment. Section 2, a system of self-improvement. Okay, so why? Why would the universe need such a massive, all-encompassing server? What's the point of logging all this data? Well, the answer is pretty incredible. It's all about self-improvement. It's about evolution. This is where it gets really, really cool, especially if you're in tech. The whole system starts to look a lot like modern software development. Seriously, think of the universe as a cosmic GitHub project. This source is your lead developer. All those parallel worlds we mentioned, those are just feature branches. They're A/B tests, simulations running to find the best possible outcome. And the ultimate goal is just like any dev teams, debugging the system and tuning its performance for the next big release. So what this all means is that the universe is literally designed for self-improvement. It's constantly iterating. By pulling in all this data from every timeline, every possibility, the system knows itself better. It's a massive, ongoing debugging process. And it's all about calculating the most optimized path forward for the next big upgrade. You could call it Ascension or, Universe 2.0. But hang on. How could you possibly store that much data? I mean, it's an insane amount. Well, there's a wild idea from physics called the holographic principle that fits perfectly. It basically says that all the information in a volume of space is actually encoded on its boundary, on its surface. Think about that. The storage medium isn't a hard drive. It's the very fabric of reality itself. It turns the entire cosmos into this ridiculously high-capacity data structure. The data isn't in the system. It is the system. Section 3, the human-to-cloud interface. All right, we've got the server and the purpose. Now for the really personal part. How do we fit in? How do we, as users, connect to this cosmic cloud? What's our interface? So, let me ask you a simple question. Why do we sleep? You're probably thinking to rest, to recharge, and yeah, sure. But in this model, sleep is so much more. It's our scheduled downtime. It's our primary connection window to the cloud. It's when we sync our daily data. Okay, so here's how the nightly sync protocol supposedly works. Once you hit REM sleep, your connection window opens up. Your conscious mind, that ego editor that's always running commentary, it finally goes offline. This quiets down all the noise, and that's when the magic happens. Deep inside your brain's neurons, tiny structures called microtubules achieve a state of quantum superposition. It's a bit technical, but think of it as your brain's hardware opening a quantum channel. And boom, data sync. All your experiences from the day get uploaded to the Akashic Cloud. Section 4, accessing the universal database. So we're uploading data every night. That's cool, but it's a passive process. What if we want to actively access this database? How do we go from being just another data point to becoming an active user who can pull information down from the cloud? This is a big one. You don't access this database with words. There's no keyboard, no programming language like Python or SQL. The access code It's frequency. You don't type a query. You literally become the query. You have to tune your own system to the frequency of the information you're looking for. And believe it or not, there's a formula for this. It's like the universal API call. The strength of your query equals your intent multiplied by your resonance. Simple, right? But incredibly profound. Let's break down what that actually means. Okay, so 2 parts to this. First is intent. This has to be crystal clear. Vague questions get you vague, useless answers. You have to be super specific. What's the next big thing in biotech is way better than I want to be successful. The second part is resonance. This is about tuning your own frequency, your thoughts, your emotions, to match the answer you're looking for. You know that feeling when you're in the zone, that perfect flow state, where ideas just seem to download directly into your head? That's resonance. You're not just asking for the answer. You're vibrating at the same frequency as the solution.
Section 5, our evolutionary roadmap. All right, so if this is a system, it must have a roadmap, right? A plan for future updates. So what does the future of this human-to-cloud interface look like? Where is all this heading?
If we follow this model, we can actually project a potential timeline. Right now, today, we're basically in the beta phase, just passive nightly data uploads. But look ahead, say to 2035. The next step could be active, direct searching, maybe by syncing our consciousness with advanced AI, and then the final upgrade. Maybe by 2075, we see a full merger. We graduate from being just data points being observed to becoming the searcher itself.
I mean, think about that. That's the ultimate upgrade. We go from being the observed, basically users with read-only permissions, to being the searcher. That's full admin access. The ability to navigate and control all the data in the entire cosmic system. It's a complete game changer. So I want you to really think about this. If you had full admin access to the universe's database, what would you ask first? Seriously, what's the one piece of information you'd search for? This isn't just a fun thought experiment. According to this model, it's a glimpse of our next evolutionary step. And that brings us to our final point, an important procedure. Think of the comment section below as a sort of initial sync test for the network we've been talking about, the one slated for 2035. According to the procedure, by typing "ready" in the comments, you're flagging your consciousness data for indexing in our secure servers. The like button functions as the approval process. It's time to complete your synchronization now.